This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Make another smart choice with Auto Quote Explorer to compare rates from multiple car insurance companies all at once. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
From the mountains to the sea to across the drag universe, this is The Rumor Mill.
Here we are. Nathan Patrick Brown seemingly doing a whole dance just for me for the Rumor Mill on September 1st, 2025. Anyway, hi everyone, I'm Joe Batance. I am one of the hosts of the Rumor Mill. I was just sitting here still while you guys were listening to that music, I was just sitting here staring at the computer as Nathan was doing like an interpretive dance for this theme song.
Yeah, I just love the theme songs in this show so much that I just have to
have
channel
a
my
favorite?
enthusiasm through dance.
I have a favorite, but I don't know if you have a favorite.
My favorite's the voicemail one, obviously.
Oh, which I have news about that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But I'm not going to tell you till later.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, this is the Rumor Mill for September 1st, 2025. Here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, before I said like, we got to have certain room because there might be like, Kennedy lost her shoe. I think that was the joke I went with.
Well, she lost a shoe.
Well, no, not even a shoe loss. It's just literally, there have been no posts on the RPDR drama subreddit. Which to me means, because sometimes they'll even put stupid shit. Like, actually, there is a post today. I wouldn't even call it news. I don't know how recent this video is of Latrice Royale literally snatching Derek Barry's wig. You know?
Oh, well, that sounds fun.
But that's not what we're going to say. Well, she snatched her wig. You know?
Yeah.
So go look at it. It's funny. You know? But yeah, it's that's the only thing that was and that happened today. Literally for 7 days, all it was just Lexi Love and her stupid name.
We really need like Rue to give an interview where he just like accidentally slips that he does fracking or he watched someone drown in a river because like that would
was the same
feed
interview.
us. Yeah, we just need him to do more publicity, I think.
Yeah. So hopefully next week somebody like, I don't know, falls down a well or something, you know.
Oh, that'd be good.
If a drag queen fell down a well, yeah.
Yeah, or just like commits a crime.
Well, some sort of crime or something, you know, sex scandal. But what's funny is thank God, mama, that I essentially begged for speak pipe messages.
You did.
I did. And so we have 8.
That's a good amount.
We have 8. Well, technically 7, if I'm being honest with you. Oh. One of them talked for so long, she had to make another one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's really
Was it
7.
Claudia?
No, it wasn't Claudia. Claudia would never, lower herself to do speak pipe. She only does directly to me on Instagram.
She does the direct channels. Yeah. I get it.
But, so we have 7 voicemails to get through. So we'll get to those in a bit. But first, let me tell you guys something. I have a feeling, I'm making this up, that people are like, Joe talked about this Patreon, but we get those shows anyway. So like, okay, I'll deal with commercials. I'll deal with it like shortened, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, we are currently airing 2 full recap seasons of shows that are not being released in the public feed. Right now, what you're getting is The Rumor Mill. Great. Oh, yeah. Which people, by the way, are loving, Nathan. I don't know if you know this.
Great.
People privately message me and tell me how much they love The Rumor Mill.
Oh, that's good.
And then also you're getting the full unedited episodes of season 17. Those are all coming out right now. And that's what you're getting. That's if you're in the free feed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are on the public feed, I'm sorry, if you join Patreon, this one you have to pay for, not just the Patreon public feed. Even though you should join the free feed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, I'll even sweeten the deal. At some point, I'll release one of these shows on the free feed. I'll tell you which one in a second. But currently, right now, Nathan, they're getting the season 2 recaps.
Yes, that's fun.
Yeah, with me and Robert. Then we're also getting there. This started last week, even though we did 3, it fucking killed me. I basically had no spare time this week. We caught up on all 3 episodes. We are currently recapping Slaysian Royale. Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale. And you're like, Joe, they just came out with episode 3. We did episodes 1, 2, 3. People got them back to back to back right there on Patreon.
How great.
Yeah. And then you might be thinking, oh, but then what if I do Apple Podcasts? That sucks. No. If you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, you get season 2. If you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, you get Slaysian Royale. So you don't have to join Patreon. You could do Apple Podcasts just right there. If you're ready to listen to Apple Podcasts, you go subscribe and you will get immediate access and future
I think it's
episodes.
worth mentioning as well that your co-host for Slaysian Royale is Lauri Roggenkamp.
Yeah, I didn't.
Which is a big get.
That could deter some people.
Okay, cut that out then. I think it's a big get. You got Lauri.
You know what else too, Nathan?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take, by the time this is on the public feed, it'll be taken care of. If you don't want to subscribe to Patreon, if you don't want to subscribe to Apple Podcasts, you can go in the Patreon app. You can go to patreon.com/afterthoughtmedia. You can just buy those seasons. You can just buy them.
Good. Yeah.
Just one-time purchase, and you'll get all the back episodes and the current future episodes of season 2 and Slaysian Royale. Those are gonna be separate prices, by the way. But if you just like, I don't want a deal.
Yeah.
Low key, it'd be cheaper for you just to subscribe, but whatever.
Yeah. Do what you want, guys.
Yeah. But that's up to you. Maybe you're. You know what? They might be, and this is not a bad way of thinking. Nah, it'll still be cheaper because I'll forget that I subscribed. And then, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with cancel subscription.
Get rid of the future life admin.
Yeah. Just, it'll be done. And I'll have them, and that's what I want.
Okay,
or maybe
cool.
maybe they only want season 2. Maybe they only want Slaysian Royale. Whatever. Have you listened to Slaysian Royale yet?
I think I've listened to the first 2.
Well, what did you think?
Well, I found it funny how Lauri was just like, I've never seen this ivory glaze before, and I'm pretty sure she has. And then I watched the first episode of Slaysian Royale, and I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it, but I will keep listening to the recaps instead.
I don't want to give too much away because then they're going to get Slaysian Royale thoughts for free. That's not what we do here. In fact, to even prove it even more, why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we are going to talk about what is it? What is the show that we do? Oh, here we go.
Rumor Mill.
Yeah, we'll be back after this.
Long gone are the days of waiting to be seen in a doctor's office only to have that awkward conversation with your healthcare provider. Wisp gives you access to sexual and reproductive healthcare from the comfort of your home. Get treatment for BV, yeast infections, UTIs, and much more delivered directly to your home or ready for pickup at your local pharmacy in less than 3 hours. The best part? Wisp is discreet, convenient, and you don't need medical insurance to receive care or prescription medication. Visit us today at hellowisp.com.
$1 million, free to play. You just need to survive. It's the Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool. Pick one team to win each week. Get it right, move on. Get it wrong, you're out. The last fan standing take home a guaranteed $1 million cash prize. And for every player who joins, we add $1 to the pot, up to $10 million. The Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool. Play free on the Fanatics app. App access open to all. Must be 21 plus and joined by 9/8 to play. No purchase necessary, U.S. only, void where prohibited. Subject to complete terms, see fanatics.com/game rules.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
And we are back. So like I said, Nathan Patrick Brown, we have 7 people who called.
Excellent.
Technically 8 voicemails. So, the way we always open it up is we do our rumor mill theme, not rumor mill, I'm sorry, speak pipe voicemail theme song. Here we go.
Right.
Dum 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 the rumor mill. Joe and Nathan got the skills. Voicemails hot with tea to spill. Stay tuned and get your fill right here on the rumor mill.
Okay, remix.
Yeah, because I hated the lyrics before. The old lyrics made no sense, right? So I rewrote the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it totally regenerated it. I thought it would just sing the song like it did last time. No, they added some new shit.
It was a bit different. I didn't know you cared about your lyrics making sense.
The first time they're funny, and then you're like, okay, this makes no fucking sense. What are they saying? One of the lines was voicemails hot with speak pipe spiel. What does that mean?
I will confess, I was never quite clear on the lyrics, but I was just bopping along.
I'm going to play this again so you can hear it. Now the lyrics make literal sense.
Good.
I don't have the old one on here, so I can't play it, but here's we'll play it again.
Dum 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 the rumor mill. Joe and Nathan got the skills. Voicemails hot with tea to spill. Stay tuned and get your fill right here on the rumor mill.
I really like the opt up on T to spill.
Yeah.
Like it really goes up the octave right there.
With like harmonies and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It went crazy. All right, Nathan. So we have a lot of voicemails to get to. We have to. So it's not even just playing the voicemails. We have to talk to them and discuss them. So we have we may not have news stories, but we have a lot to get through.
Okay.
Here we go. First one is from April. Now she's gonna have 2 because you'll hear she gets cut off.
Okay.
Give it 2.
All right, hi. I am another one that got bullied into leaving a voicemail on SpeakPipe for Joe and Nathan.
Why can't people just want to compliment me? Why do they always mention they were bullied or forced into doing this?
And now I'm wondering, like, are you DMing people and actually bullying?
You better do this. Yeah.
On the rumor mill. So this is April, also known as April Patch in the Discord, and I think that's been my username for a long time. It's actually going to change. Here's another rumor. I've been going through a divorce, so Pat Pacheco will no longer be my last name. I'm going to have to change my username.
Well, now I don't mind saying this about her husband. Her name is April Pacheco, which is a Latino last name. Pacheco definitely sounds like someone trying to anglicize it, but I think Pacheco sounds way better than Pacheco. Pacheco sounds like a game you'd play on The Price is Right.
Well, April, condolences or congratulations, however you want to take that. Hopefully, you get through this time.
I used to remember her saying how her husband commented on our show or loved Lauri or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's always weird to lose a fan, but whatever.
So you said you talk about the history of the show, and Joe, I've had some personal conversations over the span of more than 10 years with you about how this show has got me through so much. I mean, even on one of the shows, you played one of my messages.
Before she gets into this, we play one of her messages. Guys, these are the kinds of voicemails I fucking love. There's nothing more that I love of getting people through hard times.
I know.
Our laughter, Lauri washing her chonies in the sink, or like taking a shit in the dumpster, or getting fired for tasing people. You know, all, like, can you get that's the stuff, like, guys? I love it. Literally, it gives me life. Like, this is like making me so happy.
About being afraid of middle-aged Filipino women, so I kind of put myself out there as much as I can. I'm not as active on the Discord right now because when I started listening to this show.
Okay, well, let me address this because this is one of my favorite stories.
So this is April. April's that person.
April's this person. I don't know if this was ever on the public feed, so let me explain it. Lauri, I talked to Lauri about it privately, and she remembered the whole context. The context was about phobias or something like that. I don't know. We were having a conversation.
Maybe.
I don't remember now. But Lauri remembered the whole thing, but I don't remember what it was. But she called and casually mentioned that she has a really like paralyzing fear of middle-aged Filipino. Oh, I know what it was. But because Lauri remembered too. Do you remember Nathan?
No.
Oh, I remember. It was Lauri said that women, it has to do with men, and that women are afraid of men. That if a woman sees a man walking down the street, she has every right to cross the street.
Right. Okay.
Or something like that. It was some sort of weird ass Lauri take, right? And April called in and said, and when she called in to respond to this, that she had a paralyzing fear of middle-aged Filipino women.
And we're laughing because that's funny, but it's baked from some pretty serious trauma, right? Like there was a big incident, which we're not laughing at.
Which was funny because I kind of even didn't believe her, but actually you can read about it in the news. Like she has news stories about this.
It got press.
It got press, yeah, because essentially her stepmom, her dad married a middle-aged Filipino woman, and the dad asked for a divorce, and she went cuckoo.
Yeah.
And she tried to not only murder April's dad, but murder her.
Wow.
April woke up and the middle-aged Filipino woman was trying to stab her. I don't remember if she succeeded or not, but attacked her.
Yeah.
I may have gotten this story a little bit wrong. I'm sure April will be dying to correct me. But but it is funny to think of someone being afraid of middle-aged Filipino women when you hear it in person.
Yes. We're totally sympathetic, April. We're not making fun of you.
What I think is weird, though, is I'm not going to say what April does, but people might surmise a little bit here. She works in a field that is literally populated by middle-aged Filipino women.
There's a lot of middle-aged Filipino women out there, I feel.
Yeah.
It's a hard category to escape from, you know?
Are there a lot of Filipinos in Australia?
Yeah, heaps.
Oh, okay.
So if you said I don't know, actually I don't really want to go there, but if there was a tiny little independent nation somewhere and you're like, I'm afraid of the people from that nation, I'd be like, oh, that you could deal with that. But middle-aged Filipino women, good luck.
All right, let's move on.
So I think it was before.
She okay?
She
middle-aged Filipino woman actor. The middle-aged Filipino woman heard that.
Is it still going?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, wait, April.
It made a noise. Sorry, I thought it ended. Okay. When I started listening to this show, I was probably 20 or 21. I am 31, going on 32 now. But it was before...
Oh, that's when she gets cut off. Okay, so now we're going to play...
What was it before?
We're going to play part 2. Here we go.
Okay, part Duke. No one knows. I never actually shut up in real life, even though I'm kind of quiet on the Discord recently. But like I said, okay, I'll try to make this
Everyone's
quick
quiet on the
so I don't
Discord.
get cut off again by SpeakPipe. But yeah, I started.
You know what's so funny is I just use I pay very little, like $1 a month, or $0. I don't remember what it is. It's something like either free or almost nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have that level, you only get 90 seconds. Okay. But
which should be long enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. If you pay though, you can get like 5 minutes, and I'm like,
you
do I really need people going on for 5 minutes? I'm good. Right, here we go.
I started listening like in my early 20s, and I didn't have kids, blah blah blah, nothing like that. I was just when catching up existed, which is still I don't think anything for me. Maybe it's the nostalgia, but nothing will be catching up for me.
I don't ever go back and listen to Catching Up. Is it good, Nathan?
Well, I went back a little while ago and listened to like the first 20 episodes or something, but then I got lost in the feed and I didn't pick it up again. But it was good. It was good. It was a different time, but it was good.
Different time, yeah. Here we go.
However, I love every show. Especially all the ones about like the personal stories. Over the years, it's gotten me through so much. Like, I know that I don't know you guys personally. Like, I'm not a crazy person. I don't think that I know you guys personally.
There are a bunch of people, though, who think they know us personally.
But it's like a sense of comfort, especially if I'm like getting in my car like right now, I'm on my way to work. And I've had like a horrible week.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, get to turn on something and it's like listening to an old friend. Even though I know, logically, I don't know you guys. It's just like so comforting. I have gone through 3+ pregnancies on the show and had 2 kids since then who are now 5 and 3. My son just started kindergarten. I remember when he was born and I was sending you guys pictures of him when he was just born. So
but
thank you for
name
everything.
Him Joe?
It's going to cut me off again. Bye.
I love this voicemail. I love April. I love you, April. You are my friend. I'm deeming her my friend.
Yeah, she's a good time.
Never call me. And it's a one-way friendship. But I don't even like when Nathan calls me.
You want.
Actually, I love when Nathan calls me.
I never call you. You're right. Only because I feel like I don't want to annoy you.
That's how I feel about me and Carlo. By the way. Right.
Oh, boy.
So Carlo and I talked this week, and I
Has he listened to the episode?
Well, okay, for everyone, there's this Joe Batanz episode where like half the episode is me like bitching about Carlo. But I know he listens to the show. And I know he loves this Joe Batanz. So he called me, I go, okay, go ahead. And he goes, what? I go, you want to talk about this Joe Batanz? He goes, oh, about that. He mentioned something else. I go, no, the one about you. And he goes, oh, I didn't listen to that one. And I go, oh shit, I should have never said anything.
You should never have said anything.
And then
maybe he did listen to it and he's just trying to play it off.
I was totally walking it back. I could see him doing that, yeah. All right, let's go to the next voicemail. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Thank you, April.
Thanks, April.
Once again, I love those voicemails. I love them. Speakpipe.com/afterthoughtmedia. Leave me a voicemail like that.
Hi, Joe. Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
This is Tim. Tim from Atlanta, Georgia, not Tim from Alaska.
There's a prominent Pride 48 listener named Tim from Alaska, but he also supports us on Patreon. Okay. I don't know what shows he listens to. I know he shows up to lives. And so I often think, because this is his says like Tim, and I think it's Tim from Alaska. Who I've actually hung out with Tim from Alaska because he's friends with Mike Lawson, yeah.
Cool.
I just want to kind of pop in and say hello to you guys. I've never left a voice message.
Tim from Alaska is like super rich.
Okay, but what about Tim from Atlanta?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Rarely comment on anything. I'm rarely in the Discord or anything like that.
No one is.
But I have been a listener for many years. I believe I started listening somewhere around season 7, season 8, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Many years.
Early days.
Even when Daniel Brewer was on the show.
Even when Daniel Brewer was on.
I love this show. This is my top podcast that I listen to daily. When you don't have any new content, I go back and listen to old things.
See, this is the kind of voicemail I love, Nathan.
God. Yeah,
the kind of voicemail I love.
I've listened to seasons many times. I've listened to the season 7 of All Stars recap more than 3 times.
Wow.
And I've also listened to when you guys went back and did season 5 and season 6.
He must be a big Taylor fan because all those are Taylor seasons.
Well, no, I think wasn't season 7 All Stars the All Winners one?
Yeah, he didn't.
I think I did that one.
Oh, okay.
I've listened to those recaps.
Now you know how much I listen.
Many times. I really haven't much of a comment on anything. I just kind of want to blow smoke up your ass.
Thank you. I love it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Joe, you really have a way of captivating listeners through your voice, and it is something that I have admired for many years. I've been listening for a long time, but I didn't become a Patreon supporter till about 2020. This was during COVID.
Yeah.
When, everyone was at home and you guys had so much content that it definitely helped me get through COVID time.
You know what? That actually, I don't talk about it as much, but it is something that I knew at the time how important it was. Because, to be honest with you, this is one of those things where you often hear celebrities say this kind of stuff, but this is true. Not only were they helping you guys were helping me.
Mm-hmm.
It was something to keep us connected.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I really appreciate you for that. That's all I wanted to say. I can't wait to hear what you got coming down the pike. And love
pipe?
you.
I love
Nathan. You. Can't wait to listen to the next episode.
All right. Neither can I, Tim. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tim.
Again, what an amazing human being. I love this Tim in Atlanta.
I do hope the next 5 callers maybe are a little bit shadier or talking about something not just about how much they love you, Joe, because I'm just looking at your head get bigger and bigger and bigger as we listen.
I don't know why you have a problem with that. Because Nathan, look, guys, for those of you who are like, okay, Joe, we get it. If this is bothering you, just go to Apple Podcasts, look at the comments.
Oh, yeah, it's a good counteract.
And it'll balance it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Look at the comments on Apple Podcasts, and then you'll say, you know what? Joe deserves some nice voicemails.
That's
Look at
true.
all the shit
That's
people
true.
say about him on here. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go. Next one is now that was Tim. This one's it's just the file was anonymous. The person might say who they are in the voicemail.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hi, Joe. This is David calling from Texas.
Oh,
Fuck my
David
drag,
from
David.
Texas. David from Texas. All right. I don't know this one. Okay, here we go.
I started listening to your show when Drag Race Mexico came out. I loved your opinions, and I thought the show was really funny.
It was. I did Drag Race Mexico with Robert.
I didn't listen to it.
David from Texas did. David from Texas is a real fan.
I have 2 topics.
Okay. Yes. Wait, Nathan, he has topics.
That's good.
All right, here we go.
Who is your favorite drag queen? Mine is Valentina, and a close second is Alaska.
Oh, okay.
And the second question.
Okay, before we get to the second question, no, we'll start with you, Nathan. Who is your favorite drag queen?
Oh, shit. I don't know if I have one at the moment. But Alaska's pretty fun. Or Jinx. I'll just go Jinx. Let's say Jinx.
Who would you say is my favorite drag queen?
Little Kenya Michaels.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Who is it then?
Tammy Brown. This is well known.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
sure.
I just see Tammy Brown. I just fucking bust up laughing.
Yeah, okay.
She's another one who could use the moniker. She's your favorite drag queen's favorite drag queen.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, here we go.
Which is really controversial is...
Okay, this is the second question. It's controversial. Here we go.
Do you feel there's a bias towards Latin queens? I noticed that there hasn't been
I think he means a bias against Latin queens. I know about this conversation.
any Latin winners in the U.S. for a while. But what are your thoughts on that?
So, Nathan, I'm going to let you... well, first of all, David from Texas, I love this voicemail because, one, you talked about how much you love me. And then, two, Nathan loves it because he gave us topics.
Sure did. Yeah, thanks, David from Texas.
Now, Nathan, I'm going to deem you part Latino because your last name's Brown. So,
Okay.
what do you think that there's a bias against Latinos in Drag Race?
Yeah, probably. I can't come up. Has there been a Latino winner?
Yeah, Bianca Del Rio. Then you get into really controversial things because Violet Chachki's part Latino.
Right.
I think it's the only one that's kind of close, actually. Yeah.
The only thing that's coming to my mind is when it was Jalexis in All Stars Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And all their critiques were just like, oh, we couldn't understand you. And that was it.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like very like, they didn't really talk about the drag. It was just like reduced them to like language. And so I thought that was a bit shitty. I don't know if the show's gotten better since then. Like I assume it has, but I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, this is a very long topic. I think there's a couple of things going on. I think that my opinion on what the bias against Latinos is more nuanced.
Okay.
You could look at it in a very simple way as winners, and we'll come back to this. But I think that's irrelevant. I think the bias comes in a way that you kind of touched on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
In that, and I've said this before, white people have trouble with not white people. And here's what I mean. Often when, let's say, for instance, they say the Academy Awards, Oscars too white,
mm-hmm.
their immediate reaction is to then give more roles and more accolades, deserved or not, to people of color and specifically black people. And I'm not taking it, this has nothing to do with black people. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing, it's just white people just think all people of color are just black people. And
right.
Then, okay, that's just, it's a weird racism on their part. They hear people of color, they just immediately go black.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's actually almost insulting to black people and other races in that, like, okay, well, we'll just shut them up and give them awards or something like that. And we don't even think about it. It's kind of lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get to black people, what happens, and this is a tragic reality, is black people, well, I should say African Americans, specifically African Americans, I'm going to talk about here, it's my own experience. When they were brought over here as enslaved people, they came from the largest continent on the planet. And I don't know why I shouted that. And which seemingly has different, beautiful, rich cultures spread across that continent.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought them here and not even unintentionally, intentionally homogenized it. So they removed all culture from the sense of home culture from them. Mm-hmm. And so what's resulted is this monolithic, unified African-American culture, because unfortunately they've had the rich tapestry of their culture erased. At least there's still obviously people in Africa and they have a beautiful, rich culture, but the African-Americans' connection to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so white people only know African American culture, and that's just one monolithic culture. Okay? And then they take that paradigm and try to apply it to Latinos and Asians.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick to Latinos here because the question had to do with Latinos, but you're even kind of seeing it on Slaysian Royale, but that's a whole other thing. But with Latinos, and this is why they had trouble with Valentina and whatnot, is they just think all Latinos are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not true. I can't remember who it was early on. So, because Puerto Rico is a Commonwealth of the United States, they don't need a passport or a work visa to come here. So a lot of the Latino drag queens, especially early on, were Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And then, so the show, in a weird sort of racist thing, just thinks Puerto Ricans are the same as Mexicans, or the same as Cubans, the same as Colombians. And I can't remember early on, they had someone doing like a taco joke, and they were Puerto Rican. And tacos are Mexican.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or there was an episode in season 8 where they had them dress up as Frida Kahlo, which is particularly offensive,
Yes.
And have her doing all kinds of cha-cha-cha. Oh, cha-cha bitch, wasn't it? They were dancing, dressed as Frida Kahlo, dancing the cha-cha bitch, right? Yeah. And so I think where you see the bias and the racism against Latinos is when you just treat them as one homogenized culture and that they don't respect that Mexicans have different cultures. I mean, there's fucking different cultures in Mexico. But like different cultures from Cuba, from Puerto Rico, from Colombia, from Peru, from El Salvador, and all Central America, North America, South. To them, it's just all tacos and burritos, and that's the real racism. If you see, especially in the early seasons, go watch it, and it's insane. Okay,
yeah.
In terms of the winners, now I'm going to go the other side. I'm of the opinion that winning the competition, apart from getting the money, isn't that important. So when you look at that, if you look at it in a very basic who are the winners kind of way, yeah, they've only had Bianca and part of Violet Chachki. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing somebody and someone will message me, but whatever. Okay.
Well, there's been a lot of fucking winners now, so it's kind of hard to keep it all.
Yeah.
Keep
I'm
track.
talking about the flagship show.
Yeah.
But, and this is where you get World of Wonder out of the situation. When you look at some of the most iconic queens in Drag Race history, a big chunk, if not a majority of them, are Latino or Latina. You got your Adore Delanos. You got your there's obviously a million. Hold on for a second. Why am I not remembering any of them? Well, look, all the Puerto Rican queens, of course, Little Kenya Michaels, you got your Alexis Mateo, you got your, all the, not all the Puerto Ricans, but most of them, But then, you even got your Adore Delanos, you got your Mistress Isabel Brooks, you got your, one, the El DeBarge one?
Yep, that one.
What was her? Crystal Method. Crystal Method.
Delta Work.
Delta Work is Latina. You're right. She's Mexican. I mean, there's so many, I'm having trouble remembering them.
Yeah.
So like you look at some of the most iconic queens in the history of the show and they're Mexican. Part of it is, and actually as much shit as I've talked to Mistress Isabel Brooks or other people too, is I've often talked about how Mexican humor is an untapped humor. It's very funny. It's very absurd. And I'm not talking about the basic telenovela like Channel 34 or Univision type of shit. I'm talking about like when you're hanging out with like Mexican cousins, like Mexican American cousins are the funniest fucking people I know are my cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just untapped. And that's a whole other conversation. So is there a bias against Latinos? Yes, but not in the way that you said. In my opinion, I don't give a shit who fucking wins the goddamn show. Where you win is in your Instagram followers. Even look at Global All Stars. Even though this technically doesn't count because it's the I'm talking about the flagship show, but the one who got the most Instagram follows was Galavado.
Oh yeah.
So like the fans where it's important, where the checkbooks are, they don't seem to have a bias against it. I don't know about Rue. And I don't blame Rue because Rue's of a certain generation. And if you ever see what makes RuPaul laugh, I'll give her this. She's going to laugh at tacos and burritos, and she's going to laugh at some Ting Wong and Asians Can't Drive. But she's always going to also laugh at like, like minstrelly black humor. That's just where her humor is.
Mm-hmm.
She might even literally be, I don't know what generation she falls into. She's a weird boomer Gen X.
She's old. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where her humor lies. That's where she's always going to laugh anyway. So there you go. That's my answer. All right. Let's move on to the next one.
Thanks, David.
Next, we have Shawn.
Okay, Shawn.
Shawn. Here we go.
Oh, hey, Nathan. My name's Shawn. I am a 51-year-old gay chiropractor in Central Kentucky. I've sent in a few...
Wow. They're talking to Adam Burns.
Letters here and there, but I thought I'd send a voice memo to Joe so he can, get his sponsorship from SpeakPipe or whatever's going on.
No, there's no sponsorship.
There's no ulterior motive except for ego.
No, it's not. It's 100% just boosting my ego.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to first come on and talk about my history with you guys. I just started about 2 years ago. Found the tea last year. Have started going back through all the old episodes. And I just want to say season 2 is iconic. Episode 1 and episode 3 basically should be titled Is the Topo Chico Flavored? And I Hate Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick.
What those are referring to, for those of you should go back and listen to that season or those shows. Season 2, I don't know which one's episode 1, I don't know which one's episode 3. It was during the COVID era, and we were all staying 6 feet apart. We went to Jay's boss's house in Palm Springs, and Jay said to me, he was with his boyfriend and me and my guest, John Paul and Evil John. He goes, "You guys want anything to drink? It was a hot day." We're like, "Yeah, well, I'll take something to drink." He goes, "Oh, I have something in the house. I'll go get it." And he walks. We were all staying very far from each other, and he walks to the door, and he turns around, and he goes, "Paul." Paul's his boyfriend. He goes, "Paul, is the Topo Chico flavored?" And I howled with laughter because it was literally the faggiest. First of all, it was in the faggiest voice.
Yeah.
And it was the faggiest. We were in Palm Springs, in this Palm Springs Fierce house, and it was it was just a bunch of faggots hanging out by the pool in Palm Springs. Jay going to the back of the house and going, "Paul, is the Topo Chico flavored?" And I literally tears. Like I couldn't breathe. He didn't get why it was funny or anything like that. But
it's still funny. It's stood the test of time.
It's still funny. All right. And then what was the other one?
Kyra Sedgwick, Kevin Bacon.
This is one where Lauri tells the story like we're gonna side with her. Lauri, it was okay. Kyra Sedgwick, Kevin Bacon, and this I can't remember her name. She's another actress. She has a name of a girl I went to college with. I don't remember her name, but she's a blonde girl.
Okay.
I think she's in the Hunger Games. Elizabeth Banks. Thank you.
Yeah.
And they were all standing around in the street outside of this improv group that Lauri was a part of. And Lauri was in charge of something like the crowd control. I didn't understand.
Some ridiculous thing.
And they were talking, and Lauri went up to them and said, "Can you move?" And they yelled at her, essentially. Called her rude. I think there are missing parts to that story.
Oh, 100%.
But whatever. So those are the two stories. You can hear those in season 2, episode 1 and 3 of the Tea. All right, here we go. Back to Shawn.
I did not know that's where those came from, but now it seems like a lot of things that you all do are in my everyday vernacular. I do say, "No, wait a second. Hold up, wait a second," a lot now, and I think that's...
What is that?
Is that something you say?
I don't do. I don't. Doesn't the world say, "Wait a second"?
No, but like when someone else is talking and you want to make a point after, like to contradict them, you go, "Now hold on a second. Now wait a second. Now wait a second." And then also you go, hold. But I don't know if the holds make it into the episode. That's more when there's a distraction and you need to pause us. But I don't know. It's not something I've really picked up on from you totally.
Well, I like when people pick up weird verbal tics I'm not aware of, you know? The one that people get to know, people who know me, this is always a sign that they think they're becoming my friend, and they usually are, is they'll say, as soon as they say, "I've noticed something about you," they go, "Oh, I already know what's coming." They go, "You know what I know about you? You know what I noticed about you? You hang up real fast."
I was thinking that when you were talking, I was like, yeah, this is it. I think it was like yesterday, like I did not get a goodbye. It was just a boop. And I was like, oh, okay. It must be close then.
To me, guys, I want everyone to know, I've talked about this in my real life in person, but like when I have the phone call, it's not like a thing that I do that I'm like, I'm going to hang up first and I'm going to just do this. It's like, I think we had a normal goodbye and a normal hang up.
But a normal goodbye is saying the word goodbye.
What do I do?
You were just like, all right, well, we'll do the rumor mill tomorrow. And I said, sounds good. Boom, done. And I was like, oh, you're gone. I was like, I guess it was the end of the conversation.
Yeah. Well, look, but here's the thing. My friends always say, too, the other thing they say is, like, at first it bothered me, and then it was my favorite thing about you. Because there's no,
it's
like...
actually quite liberating to cut
there's
off
no
the end,
tortured, long goodbye on the phone.
Save the time.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
It's from Joe. My husband is tired of me talking about Lauri and her Aunt Kathy.
I'm tired of Lauri talking about her Aunt Kathy. Your husband and I have something in common.
But again, you all bring me great joy. Now back to the rumor mill. I just wanted to know your all's take on this article I read with.
Oh, you see, Nathan, he's coming with something else too. He read an article. All right.
Violet and her basically demands on if she would compete again on an All Stars Drag Race. And I just think she's really full of herself. I understand that, she had the whole course thing or whatever her thing was and the cabaret, and she's done some modeling. But for her to demand to basically have to be able to compete with RuPaul in the same season as her, that's a little much. So I think some of these ladies have become a little elevated in their thoughts of themselves and where they stand in the community of entertainment. And just want to know your thoughts on that. I'm sure Nathan's got plenty of things to say about Violet Chachki. Hope you guys have a great day. And again, Joe, anytime you need a voice memo, just reach out and all us old elder gays will send you one. Thanks. Bye, guys.
All right, elder gays, unite. Send me voicemails at speakpipe.com/afterthoughtmedia. Nathan, I think he's being sarcastic, to be honest with you, because you have nothing to say about anything. But
I was about to say, Sean, I do. Hey, shut up. I was about to say, Sean, I agree. I do think Violet's a little overrated. And like, if I were to picture her in an All-Stars All-Winners season, I could easily see her going first or second, or like, not getting stars every week. And now Joe's yawning.
Well, it is late here. I'm not lying because you're bored. Look, here's the thing. And by the way, I said, Nathan, my goal is to only do 30 minutes, and that's it. And we're already we're gonna hit an hour. I'm gonna tell you right now. But let me tell you this. My father fucked Marlena Dietrich, but also I don't buy this at all. She's putting up these huge, giant obstacles because of what you just said. Look, even forget that. The show has changed so much. Bianca Del Rio does the same shit. Well, she just says she's not going to do it, right? Bianca knows. I think actually, I'm going to give Bianca this. I think she has a little bit of imposter syndrome. I think she would do better than she thinks she would. Okay.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, but I think that she wouldn't. Okay. I'm going to say that. Violet knows she wouldn't. Violet, look, it's a conspiracy theory. I've said it 100 times. And it's one of these things where I'm agree with Ginger Minj, because Ginger Minj thinks too, like there's a lot of this weird buzz that they told her she's going to win and all this stuff. I think there was a mistake in season 7. I've said, I don't want to go an hour. I'm going to go an hour, but I don't want this to be part of the hour. Go back to old episodes. I've talked about this before, why I think it was a mistake. I don't think she was going to win. I don't think Violet was supposed to win season 7. Thank you. And I think she knows it, and she knows she would fail. She would do horrible on an acting challenge. She would do horrible on... like I said, the show's changed. Season 7 was a transition season, but like still the looks mattered a lot more then than they do now. And she wouldn't do well on an acting performance, any kind of challenge that wasn't looks.
No, and I just don't see people clamoring to see her again. I think, like we do all acknowledge like she had some fucking great looks, but other than that, like she's not really in the conversation.
No. And I think she's fine with that. All right, let's move on now to Trevon. Remember Trevon?
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. He called back.
Hey, Joe and Nathan. This is Trevon from Toronto, and that girl who called last week is correct. I tend to change the pronunciation depending on if you're from the city or not. And I'm sorry my voice is not as cute as Evan's, but hopefully you'll still take the voice memo.
I take all voice memos.
I think it's a cute voice.
Oh, there you go. Nathan thinks it's a cute voice.
So and I do like that he's... I do like that he left a voicemail and then did someone else from Toronto call in, and then now he's responding to that voicemail.
I love
like
it.
That.
Yeah,
let's keep it going. Let's get the other girl back in next week.
A switchboard.
I heard that you guys wanted to know more about how people discovered your podcast, and my story isn't anything sentimental or anything, but
all right, goodbye.
Listening to you guys when you were recapping season 9, and my ex at the time and I had recently broken up, and he knew I was a huge fan of Valentina. I thought she would have been top 3, and he even thought that, like, okay, maybe a good way for us to reconcile would be to kind of share that he heard from your podcast that Valentina got eliminated while wearing a mask. And I just remember being so livid because he inadvertently spoiled the placement of my favorite queen, and I thought he did it intentionally. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, I will never listen to a podcast that spoils the show. Meanwhile, I think I got bored one day and just started listening to your content, and I just fell in love with just the way you guys had your banters and your insights onto the show as well, too, that I ended up binging your content at that point, and I've been a Patreon supporter ever since. So I guess I have my ex to thank for the intro. So, yeah.
That's a great story and another interesting topic. I've talked about this before. If I would have known it was real, I wouldn't have shared that tip.
But did you share it on a Rumor Mill episode?
I don't remember. It's so long ago. But here's what I'll say is in season 8, there was this rumor that Acid Betty had a fucking goddamn meltdown on the show and punched Michelle Visage in the left tit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that did not come true. Okay? And it was very common to have these outlandish rumors, and they never came true. Right? These spoiler... There still is a spoiler page. It's just not as, I don't think it's as frequented or not. But there used to be, there's a subreddit of Drag Race spoilers. And in the early days, like the vast majority of them were outlandish and wrong. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in season 9, something very weird happened. Someone named by the name of Naomi Talls.
Great name.
Made into a Redditor named Naomi Talls, went on with the spoiler subreddit and listed all these things that were supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being Valentina and the Maskgate.
And did the other stuff they say come true?
Well, people started to get more and more excited because every single week, everything Naomi Talls said was true. And the Maskgate was so fucking ridiculous. No one believed it.
Yeah.
But they're saying, wow, every fucking week she's nailing it.
Yeah.
You know, like she's spot on everything she's saying. So this starts to get to this fever pitch where like, is this really going to happen? Is this really? Because it sounded crazy that she came out with a mask and refused to take it off, and RuPaul yelled at her, and then she took it off and she didn't know the words. It sounded ridiculous.
You wouldn't believe it.
You wouldn't believe it. And they even said she was dressed like a matador, which sounds ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was sick. If anyone remembers an episode, I think I was going to skip that episode. I was going to be like, I can't do this episode. I'm so sick. And I was sitting there watching it. And when she turned the corner and was in a matador outfit, I remember my heart dropping to my stomach, going like, oh my God, it's real.
It's happening.
It's going to happen, you know? And she has the mask on and everything. And yes. And so like, I spoiled it then. And I think people did get mad then, but it was like, it was so outlandish and no one believed it.
Sort of like with the fucking butterflies. Like I heard that and I was like, as if. And
I remember it was weird.
Like, oh
I was
God.
there and they made you turn your phone off and everything. So my phone was off. I was there with Evan Ayers.
So you could believe it.
Yeah, I saw it. And we walk out of the theater and I turn my phone on and my phone is blowing up. And Aiden calls me and he goes, is it true? Is it true? And I go,
Don't lie to me. Is it true?
And I go, what? And he goes, about the butterfly. I'm like, holy shit. I go, we just walked out of the theater.
Yeah.
And everybody already knew.
I was at work and some fag was like, "Oh my God, Nathan, guess what? And then they said the thing about the butterflies, and I was like, "Girl, go back to work. That's not going to happen."
Now, not behind the scenes, but just so you don't have to go back and listen to that episode. I will say, and Evan and I had really good seats. It was not exactly clear what was going on from our perspective. So what we saw was just her throwing this ball in the air and then catching it and nothing happening. It was just sort of weird.
Mm-hmm. Was this the year you had that run-in with Soju?
Huh?
Was this the year you had that run-in with Soju?
Well, the Soju run-in was at at DragCon.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. So we didn't find out it was a butterfly thing until I think so they took a really long, like 45-minute break after that lip sync. And I think it's when we started to hear or something like that or knew about it. Anyway, all right. Thank you, Trevon. That was a great. That might be one of the better ones. Well, they're all great, but that's a different one. It's great in its own little category. All right, here we go. Next, we have Tom.
Hello, Joe and Nathan. This is Tom from Dublin, Ireland.
Ooh, Tom. Oh, let's go. By the way, doing like the thing where he's already laughing. Like, what's he laughing at? He's like, oh. Anyway, hi, this is Tom from Dublin, Ireland. All right. Hello, Tom.
I've been listening to the show for a couple of years. Came over after I got sick of the kind of biased opinions from Race Chaser.
Oh.
Has he heard Taylor?
Whereas I enjoy that Drag Race Recap has, I suppose, equally biased opinions, but you guys are very open. Sometimes hateful, which I love, and sometimes...
I don't know what Tom looks like, but Tom, I want you to know, in my head, you are like the hottest person that ever lived.
I'm picturing such a hot person now.
Yeah.
Heaping praise on certain contestants, but it's all good. It's all very honest, and you're aware of your biases, so I love that.
I'm biased against Latinos.
Also love Lauri.
Well, he lost me.
Bye, Tom.
Yeah, see you later.
She's great.
I was trying to think of some Irish thing to say. What do they say? Like,
toodaloo.
No, I felt there's some sort of like, Aaron go bra.
Just wanted a quick comment on that if you are going to review any of the non-English speaking shows, I've watched a few, Spain, France, Philippines. They're very long.
Tom, why didn't you call in 7 days ago?
Tom,
I didn't find that out until I promised to do Slaysian Royale. They're all fucking super long.
So be prepared. And then the other thing is that I love that Nathan's on the show as from international representation. I know.
Okay, well, we're done with this now.
DM me, Tom.
Australia is very far from Ireland, but it's nice to have somebody who doesn't get all of the specific LA references. Love hearing about them, but I often don't know what you're talking about. So it's nice to have somebody else who is sharing that.
Nathan's basically an Angelino. He's been here 100 times.
But I only go to Disneyland.
You know what? That's true.
Lack of knowledge. So if you had more international representation, that would be cool as well.
I'll say this. I would love to have more international representation. As I've told Lauri, I want to have a black. I want to have an Asian. I want to have...
Go on.
That's it. A trans
middle-aged Filipino.
Middle-aged woman. I would love a middle-aged Filipino person.
That's all. Love the show.
Thank you.
Think you guys are doing a great job. Use AI.
I do.
Use AI.
Any thoughts on Tom there, Nathan?
Oh, he said use AI. I thought that was like an Irish goodbye, like an Irish send-off, like Aaron Goodbye. I thought he was saying use AI.
Nope. He just wants us to use more AI.
Yeah, all right.
All right, we have one more left. You ready?
Yes.
Evan. So I got to get my lube ready.
Uh-oh.
Do you think he's doing a Slaysian Royale review?
Well, yeah, but it'll only be at least 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Hi, Joel. Hi, Nathan.
Okay, I'm already hard.
Oh, stop.
Don't be alarmed if my voice sounds different. I'm still the same femme and faggoty Evan you know and love. I was just screaming too much at the gay bars because we were celebrating our last weekend of summer.
Okay. That is low-key giving hot gay guy.
That's hot gay guy energy.
Yeah, you know what I was doing? I was doing nothing. He was eating a hot dog by myself. Not even like at a party.
Yeah.
Not screaming and yelling at a bar for the end of summer. The Genius bar at the Apple Store because my phone's broken.
My bestie Brandon is starting his master's next week. So
I'm starting my masturbate to your voice.
Oh, good one.
Okay, thanks.
This was our last weekend before school to cause some trouble.
Oh, wait, he's still in school?
Oh, trouble. Well, master, so...
Okay, he's older, yeah.
University, yeah.
Okay, this is kind of a throwback, Joe, but I wanted to mention it. In this, you and Adam tried a recipe on throwing down that has stuck with me, and I'm about to use it as my hangover cure. It was the best ramen recipe by Roy Choi, and it's about...
Someone listens to Throwing Down?
I was like, what the fuck?
I was trying to think, like, people listen to that show?
Oh, wow.
Okay, the Roy Choi ramen recipe. Yeah, I do know this recipe, actually.
I think you could get in with Evan. I think Evan likes you.
No,
if you're listening to Throwing Down, you have a crush on one of the hosts.
Evan's one of the people that doesn't even have sex. He has collabs.
Oh, okay.
By the way, speaking of, my usual porn librarian, my porn dealer, J. Thomas Plank, has not been able to come through with my Brandon Cardosa and Only Brad, or whatever his name is. Brad, I don't know what his whole name is. That collab, and he hasn't come through with Brandon Cardosa and Drake Vaughn. So if anybody out there can come through with that for me, I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. If you can get me both of those videos, I will give you 6 months of exclusive tier for free. I'm not even being funny. You'll get 6 months of exclusive tier for free.
Just buy the videos then if you're going to be out.
Nobody will still. You know what I think it is too?
What?
I think J. Thomas Plank has really tried. I think that those Wild Boys who I actually hate, I think they're so fucking professional. They can keep that shit off the servers.
I'm not familiar with who they are. So if you do get the videos, send it to me so I can have a look.
All right, sounds good. All right, here we go. Go back to, speaking of masturbating, Brad. No, I think not Brad, I think Evan. Do you think he's hot? To me, he sounds very hot.
It sounds hot. It sounds hot.
And he's doing like again, he's like dog whistling that he's hot with his, he has a friend named Brandon.
Exactly. There's nothing gayer.
Yeah. And who has gained his master's degree, and he was celebrating his last weekend partying.
To do wonders for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay. Anyways, on to the Slaysian summary, episode 3.
He really is going to do it. All right. Here we go.
I'm going to keep nice and cute. Don't worry. I know I should have left the real summary to the professionals, so I'm just going to do the quick hits for y'all. Okay, the mini and maxi challenge were fun, but the thing is, all the dresses kind of looked the same. I mean, like, the good ones were good and the bad ones were bad, but could we not find multiple unconventional materials for the girls? That's whatever.
Okay.
Evan, I'm going to give you a little hint. Joe doesn't want to hear about the looks.
You're making a good point, but I think this might benefit him. Hold on.
The girls. If this is what Drag Race Thailand is, these girls need therapists. And I feel like Siam Pussy was like genuinely terrified to hear that Pangina was going to be the judge. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm scared for you, girl. Okay, and the last one.
He sounds so cute.
And Joel, just bleep this out if this is bad. This is a message for Ivory Glaze. No one cares about your dead mom or this stupid fainting bit. Please, please stop immediately. But yeah, I mean,
why would I bleep it out? I made the same point.
Continue to hit. Sometimes it is uncomfortable to watch. I don't know what is happening on set, but I am loving it. Even the awkward bits. I'm like, this is amazing. So I haven't listened to the episodes yet, Joe, but I'm gonna get to it soon because I have some driving to do, and that's usually when I listen to the podcast. So love you both.
Oh,
I love you more.
Is it gay who can drive? I mean, that's pretty cool.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. Tell me what you think, Nathan. If you hear that creaking sound, it's when I say that.
Stop.
But Lauri and I don't know shit about looks.
Uh-huh.
So I think Brandon should send me the speak pipe early.
Or Evan.
Who did I say?
Brandon.
No, I meant his friend Brandon. I don't give about shit about Evan. No.
The one doing the masters.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a master's. I don't know what Evan's doing. No, Evan, I want you to hit me up privately. I think you should leave a voice memo of your thoughts on the looks, and I'll just insert it into the show.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you'll be in Slaysian Royale.
Go for it, Evan.
All right. That's what I think. Hit me up, Evan. Joe Batanz at afterthought.media. All right, Nathan, those are all the voicemails.
Wow. That was a lot. Thank you, everyone. That was a real treat for us.
I will say he does say Rue Mill.
Well, that kind of works.
Yeah, it works. Do we have an outro for this show? I'm going to say this is it. It is. All right, Nathan, what do you got going on next week?
Nothing.
Today's Labor Day.
What about you? Labor Day, what's that? No, I know what it is. I'm just throwing that out there for Tom.
Oh, okay.
You know, internationals. We don't know what the stuff is.
Do I talk about LA a lot?
Oh, God, all the time. All the time. And then it's always, you have to understand something. To go from this point A to that point B, it's hours. Hours, Nathan. Hours. Let me look it up. And then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's hours. And then you ask your Diego or whoever to then find a comparable spot in Australia, and then you tell me that city, and then you tell me the other city, and then I'm like, oh wow, that's hours, and you're like, hours. That's what you have to understand about LA. This is what you have to understand about LA.
I'll tell you what he's talking about. Is
people know what you're talking about.
This bachelorette party for this Lauri, and she's such a prima donna that the star all of a sudden was like, I don't know why Star was involved. This was for Lauri. It's like she wanted to go to the Buca de Beppo in the valley where one of the housewives.
The Dorit one.
Yeah, where Dorit designed the Pope room. And all of us don't live anywhere near that. It would take hours, Nathan.
I know, but that's not the only time you've talked about that, like distances and stuff.
Well, what was it about? Getting drunk and eating potatoes?